Chat
Welcome,
Live.
welcome to Keto Chat Live. Here we are on Thursday again, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, or
6:30.
you could be
It's halfway
watching.
between there.
What? Wait, I thought you were good at math.
Halfway between there. 6:30.
Between 5 and 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it? I thought you not trust me?
Yeah, I was
Three
just
divided by
thinking
two is
like
1.5. Hello?
time zone. There's no time zone that's halfway through. But yeah, all right.
I thought. Well, there's the Central Mountain Time. That's like 7.
Central and Mountain Time are 2 different times.
Central Mountain Time.
So-
Average. That's what I'm saying. If you lived halfway between,
Okay, yeah.
really it would be.
So you're saying we need more time zones rather than less?
No, we definitely need less time zones.
Oh.
We need no time zones because it's always a constant, right? I know this. The whole go to meet someone at 6 p.m. That should be a constant. It should be always 6 p.m.
How confusing would that be though if, like you said, noon and it was, depending on where you live on this planet, it would be dark at noon?
Well, then noon would have a different meaning. Noon would be
Yeah.
high noon,
Yeah.
and then 12 would be a different time. So
Well,
noon
12
would be
p.m. or 12 a.m.
Yeah, 12 p.m., 12 a.m.
Go
and
to
then,
military time.
And then noon would just be whatever the sun's highest in where you live. So noon for me is at 6 p.m. I don't
What
know.
time do you wake up in the morning? Oh, at 3 a.m. Oh no, but I live in Japan, so that's different.
Well, I mean, it's always a constant, right? You know, whatever.
This is random. This is not keto related at all.
OMG, so random.
Random. Wait, is this?
I don't know. I'm just messing
Well,
around.
hey, this is I'm Carol,
Here we
Keto
go.
Carol, and who are you?
I'm Kendall, Keto Kendall.
This is my son.
I just copy. I don't know. I'm
You
not.
just copies.
I can't be like, I'm what's the other diet?
You're on a low fat diet, so your brain's not working.
What's
Is
the
that
what's that one that
lazy keto?
no, that's low everything but protein, just high protein.
High protein
Atkins. I'm keto. I'm Atkins Kendall.
diet? Acting Atkins.
Acting Atkins Kendall. No, I'm kidding.
Lazy keto.
I'm actually Keto Kendall.
Actually.
Well, today we have a bunch of cool things in store for you guys.
Yes, we do. I'm glad you were here. Yes.
We're gonna be doing.
No, not you, but you. You.
Everyone.
Okay,
everyone.
everyone. You're all included. You're all welcome. We're glad you're here.
But what are we doing today? It's pretty cool stuff. What are we doing?
Well, we have a taste test lined up for you. Do you want to show?
A cheese taste
teaser?
test?
A cheese
I
taste
can't
test.
hold all these cheeses in my hands. All these.
So we have some cheese snacks. Trader Joe's has come out with these little cheese bites, they're calling them. Now, I know some of you have a Trader Joe's and you know what that is, and other people are somewhere else in the country and they're like, what is this Trader Joe's?
It's just the best store ever. It's like,
It's mostly all natural and low cost.
we're on the Pacific Northwest, if you're wondering. That's just kind of where it is. It's a little bit of a hippie store. You go in there and you're like, this is a little bit of a hippie store. But good prices, good food. Can't complain, right?
Yeah. And then we're comparing that against 3 different flavors of moon cheese, which is something, so they have it here at our local Starbucks. Every Starbucks I've ever been to, I see it at. I don't know if it's a regional thing. I'm pretty sure, though, that anything that's in Starbucks is where all Starbucks are.
I know that with big brands, they'll sometimes do test stores. I don't know if it's a test.
Yeah.
If you guys have bought this thing anywhere else, it might not be a test.
Yeah.
But...
I've been seeing it for years. So.
Oh yeah, it's probably pretty nationwide. But that's interesting though that Starbucks getting in. It's got the keto snacks in there too, instead of getting whatever the Egg McMuffins they have there too. Those things are not keto friendly. They're pretty much Egg McMuffins or whatever.
Yeah, only they cost like 3 times as much.
Well, yeah, because they're fresh.
Yeah.
Freshly made.
They're all naturally.
Because it's Starbucks.
Yeah. And we got a picture over with you as well. So I got this trial where they were comparing a low-fat diet versus a low-carbohydrate ketogenic diet. 2 different online interventions that for people with type 2 diabetes and that were overweight. And just wait till you hear the results. What they found, which diet helped them lose.
It's not going to surprise you. It's really not going to surprise you.
Some of you maybe.
Some of you maybe, but it should surprise you. Maybe we'll find out.
One group lost more weight. They dropped their A1C, a greater degree. What was the other thing? So basically, they validated one of these diets as an online.
Which one is it? It could be,
We'll have to wait and see what we found out. So, and then we're also here answering your questions live. So, whether you're a seasoned keto dieter or you're just hearing all these great things about keto and you're confused and overwhelmed with how to even get started, you've got some questions. We're here answering questions live.
What if someone's never even heard of about keto, and this is the first time they've heard about keto. What is keto? Is that a dress? Is that an outfit? What is keto?
This is a fashion show. I'm glad you showed up.
That's why I look like this. I'm just
Good
kidding.
question, yeah, because who knows? Somebody might have just stumbled on this and have no idea why they're even watching this.
So keto?
They love Bob's Burgers or something.
They saw this like, oh.
They love cheese and they want to
I'll
hear
check
what we're
that
going to do
out.
there. So, yeah. So, a keto diet is short for a ketogenic diet. It is a very low carb, moderate protein, and high fat diet. And so basically it's eating in a way that puts your body into a state of ketosis. What's ketosis, you ask?
I don't know. I do,
You
but
don't
I don't know.
Ketosis is what happens when your body's using fat as its primary fuel, whether it's burning your... And I've got my kitty here that's begging to be pet the whole
No,
time.
push her out of here.
Oh, she's going to cry.
Yeah, I know.
Don't you know the rule of cats? Whichever way you push, they push back. So if you want her to get off, you push this way.
Whatever.
Doesn't work either. Okay, so whether your body's running on its own fat for fuel and or using the fat... Is that going to come up on the garage downstairs being closed? That's not going to show up. Okay, never mind. Pay no attention to what I just said.
She's tripping out.
I'm distracted. That's what
she's
it
distracted
is.
by the cat and everything else.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Keto. What is keto?
Ketosis.
Keto is
Burning fat for fuel.
You have that distracted mind. Have you been cheating recently?
I'm just teasing. I'm just trying to make this entertaining. I know you're not related to me and you don't understand our sense of humor or anything like that.
Well, I really don't even know what she's talking about anymore.
Yeah.
Keto?
Ketosis is a state where your body's using fat for its primary source of fuel, and in the process, it makes these things called ketone bodies that it also can use as fuel. So those are byproducts of fat metabolism. It turns out that we can use ketones for fuel. They also have a lot of health benefits in the body as well. And so when those ketones are measurable in our blood, we're said to be in ketosis. Make sense?
Long story short, eat a lot of fat and you're actually a lot healthier than you would otherwise be.
Well, actually, the amount of fat you eat has nothing to do with being in ketosis. Did you know that?
Well,
probably not, since you just said that.
Well, yeah, I know, but it doesn't matter the amount of fat. You want to lower your carbs, but it's a high-fat diet.
Protein, yeah.
It's a high-fat diet compared to normal diets, which is high carbs.
Right.
So
yeah,
when you're eating all that fat, you will be actually healthier.
So you've helped at least one person on keto. Probably more people. You told them.
I'm so inspirational.
Yeah.
I appreciate the compliments.
When people ask you, so you have a really simple, easy way of doing it, right? Like to you, it's easy.
Well, I've been told before that I'm lucky because I'm a man, I'm tall, and
And your mom supplies the house with food that's all keto friendly.
My mom forces me to eat keto, so I don't have to think about it. That's the easiest way to do keto is get your mom to tell you to do it.
Right, I forced him.
But more realistically, I'm just kind of a casual keto. I don't measure anything. I just kind of, I avoid all carbs, and I eat a little more protein than probably most people do. But for me, it's not really an issue. I don't have any negative responses, so
yeah,
I eat mostly fat, but.
Well, and the truth is, I don't force him to do it because, I don't know, days in, weeks in, he's eating mayo out of the jar, and he's like, Mom, why did you keep this from me my whole life? I was born to eat this way. This is so delicious.
Maybe that's why it's so easy for me is because it's in my blood. Literally, got mayonnaise blood. Mayonnaise blood.
We cut you right now, you bleed white.
It's just going to be, just sludge.
White
sludge.
sludge.
Well, actually, since I've been having all the avocado mayonnaise, it's going to be maybe a little green. Maybe a little green mayonnaise blood. Whatever.
White, avocado mayo is still white, though.
It has a tint. That's what I'm saying. It's a little green. It's when if you open regular mayonnaise and it had that avocado mayonnaise color, you wouldn't think it's good. But
you could tell the difference. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
right.
It's different. It tastes different. It's also delicious. I mean, all mayonnaise is delicious, though. They were all created equally. They all have a special place in my heart. We did a mayonnaise taste test a while ago.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, go over our YouTube channel and
YouTube.com/Keto Carol.
Well, actually, I started my YouTube channel before I was Keto Carol, and so it's like Carol Freeman 444 something like that.
Google Keto Carol. Look up Keto Carol on YouTube, and you'll find a mayonnaise taste test. Spoiler alert, I really like one you wouldn't think I like the most.
Yeah. Even if you go over to YouTube and you just type in their search bar Keto Carol, you're going to find all my videos. So
mayonnaise taste test is probably my favorite. Maybe because it's my favorite food, but maybe that's a bias, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll do a different taste test today. Some other dairy products.
Let's see if we have any comments or questions at this point before we move into our taste test. Speaking of taste test, a lot of people are really put off by the mayo taste test because not a lot of people actually like eating it straight.
Tony asks if the volume's kind of low. I was curious. She wants to know if it's a little bit hard to hear us.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes I know like people on iPads or iPods will say.
Yeah, maybe it's your device. I'm not sure. Anyone else? Yeah. Someone else comment. Let us know how the volume is. We'll adjust it if we get a couple more people.
We have our exact same settings that we've always had here. So
I think the phone's flipped around though, isn't it?
No, this is the way we had it before.
Well, let us know if anyone else is having problems. We'll fix it.
Yeah, sometimes I have heard like, I get thousands of comments on my YouTube videos, and then once in a while somebody will be like, I can't hear you.
Yeah. Let us know if anyone's having a problem. We'll see if we can do anything.
Or we can talk louder. Is that better?
No, that's not. That's a little...
Okay.
So Sonia says it's fine. So
okay.
Might be device.
Yeah, it might be your device. Try turning up both your browser, your device that you're on as well.
What I'll do is I'll put the subtitles on, and we won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, Facebook put some curious subtitles.
We're not going to get into that, but subtitles from Facebook aren't very, very helpful.
Yeah.
Should we try the taste test? Should we do that now?
I think we should.
Well, I'm a little excited. I don't know if you can tell this, but I eat a lot of these cheese things all the time. I think I've only had a couple, maybe one of these.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to branch out.
Bring them on over.
I'm hyping it up a little bit.
You're hyping it up.
I'm
those cheese things over there.
You can't see them.
We've got 4 flavors. We're going to be taste testing here.
Should we do the one that
Let's show all of them that we have first. Let's introduce them all. Okay.
We'll sneak them in here.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to have that one.
I know. I picked that one just for you.
All right, you show them.
So so this is one brand. This is Trader Joe's. This is a local chain we got in Washington, California. I don't know how many other states it's available in, but they call them oven-baked cheese bites. There are 2 kinds of cheese. The ingredients are semi-aged cheese and Grana Padano cheese.
Is this the one from Trader Joe's? Is that what this one is?
This one is.
This is the one we usually have.
Yeah, they only have one variety. This one runs about $2.50, I think, $2.50.
And I will eat that pack, but I mean, if you have a little bit more self-control, they'll last a little bit longer than that.
Yeah. So one of the challenges with these is that there's 2.1 ounces in here, 2.11 ounces.
60 grams for people that have common sense with their measuring.
The moon cheese, check on the other one, see if it's the same. These are 1.75 ounces.
Oh, this is way bigger.
What's
this flavor? What flavor is this from?
This one's just cheese.
What cheese, though? Is it like...
Well, I just read that. It's semi-aged cheese and Grana Padano.
Okay.
So it's one mystery semi-aged, whatever that means.
It's yellow cheese.
Semi-aged.
It's not American, and it might be kind of like cheddar.
Grana Padano is like Parmesan. So
I'm Italian. I should know these things.
Yes, it's a nice really salty Parmesan is what that is. So
salty
it's a blend
cheese
of 2 cheeses. Nice. The Moon cheese we have 3 flavors here, and actually, so I think this is their new packaging. This was their old packaging, so show that. A little different. Right? So the old package, they seem to be 2 ounces each.
Yeah, these are 2. So this is, I mean, this one looks like it's about the same as
this
the other one.
This one's 1.75. This is a common thing that happens with manufacturers is that instead of raising the price, they just slightly make the package smaller. Well, you don't notice, right? I didn't even know until we're just talking about that.
What I'll say, it might be the ingredients too. I think cheddar's a little bit cheaper.
No, they've updated the packaging, right? So this is what they all used to look like.
And then
see, we've got the new package, right? And so new package, maybe they got bought by a bigger manufacturer as well, and now the size is a little smaller.
Whatever.
I can tell you the price on all these was the same though.
What flavor is this one?
Mozzarella.
Okay.
Mozzarella's the cheapest.
Mozzarella should be the cheapest cheese. My point is mood. I thought it was something nice, like not mozzarella.
So these are about the same size. This is about $2.50. I picked these up today this morning at Starbucks for $4.95 a package.
This is more expensive.
They're more than twice the Plus, at Starbucks, they had tax. I had to pay tax on these. Whereas at Trader Joe's, they're considered groceries. There's no tax on these.
And we have whatever cheese this is.
Mystery cheese, a blend of Grana and some other kind.
Mozzarella.
Specified. Mozzarella.
And then we have cheddar. Pretty excited about that. Cheddar is a pretty staple cheese. I think everyone knows what that tastes like.
Yeah.
you guys can see that. And then the one that I'm excited about is pepper jack.
I picked that one out just for him.
I'm a little bit of a pepper jack-aholic over here. I like spicy foods. I like hot sauce.
Yep.
Like pepper jack.
Yep.
Jalapenos. Mmm.
So what
Always
are
delicious.
these? So I know that Trader Joe's is baked, and if you've ever made cheese crackers at home, you Ketonians out there, it's really easy.
You
just
keto addicts.
grate cheese on a sheet and put it either in the microwave or in the oven, and you bake it until it's crispy. So that's kind of what these are. What happens when you do that process, though, is a lot of the fat melts out. So they end up really crispy because what's left is primarily protein, right? So for those you Ketonians that need to watch your protein intake, just be cautious with these. Because
Well, I don't know if you noticed, it says right here, a little high in protein on the front, but
they're not low fat, but they're going to be lower fat than what regular cheese is, because some of that fat has been baked out of it.
is that going to be true for all of these, or are these other Moon ones a little
That's
bit more?
That's going to be true for all of these, right? So 30-gram serving on the Trader Joe's one has 170 calories, 12 grams of fat, and less than 1 gram of carbohydrate, and 15 grams of protein.
How many grams did you say it was?
Now, the trick is the Moon cheese, that one says 12 grams. That one says 12 grams. This one, the serving size is 18 grams. So all three of these have different serving sizes. So we'd have to do a little math to compare, right? 'Cause this is a little bit more than this. That's close to half. And the fat is less than half of what Trader Joe's one is. So maybe we need a spreadsheet or something.
You know, Carol. What we'll say is these have a little bit more protein than you think they would.
Yes.
But let's try them out. Let's
Right,
stop talking about that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, this
is a taste test.
I know you don't care
This is a
about that,
taste
but I
test
gotta
right
put the
here.
nutrition out there on there. Basically, these are really easy to eat. They're delicious. They're going to be pretty high in protein compared to regular cheese, though. So if you had 2 ounces of regular cheese, it's going to have a lot less protein than this, more fat. So take that into consideration on your keto diet. And they're also, because they're in a snack form, they're really easy to eat, right?
I was going to say, it sounds like you're putting out a little PSA to be careful, don't overeat these, but that doesn't mean anything until we find out if they're good or not.
Right.
If they taste bad, who cares?
So which one, what's your order you want to try them in?
Let's do the original, let's do this Moon cheddar first.
Okay.
Let's do the Moons first.
Right. And then
we haven't had these ones before.
I've tried, I tried, Mike's not watching, he's in Thailand right now.
You know, I'm going to say that this is lying when it says it's just cheese, because it says right here there's salt in it too. Is salt?
Well, if you look at cheese, and then it tells you the ingredients in the cheese.
Oh,
so technically it's telling the truth.
Starbucks, you got me. Oh, I actually like this packaging.
Because it
opens really easily, and there's also a resealable, so when you don't end up eating all of these, well then you have a reason to not eat all of them, because you can come back to them.
You can save them.
They'll be...
So how many servings per package are in there?
4.5.
Right.
One serving.
All right, so they look like almost like cheese puffs. Kind of like a flat cheese puff is what they look like. If the moon was flat on one side, so why do you think they're called moon cheese?
Because they're shaped like little moons.
See, now I thought it was like astronaut food was why they're called moon cheese, but
no,
I think you're right.
Everyone knows that that's dehydrated, garbage, freeze-dried, liquefied, I don't know.
All right, you ready?
Cheers.
Oops, I can't even get it in my mouth.
So, I think I've had this one before.
Mm-hmm. I brought some leftover home. My friend bought some. I took him to the airport the other day, and he bought me an all-expenses trip to airport to Starbucks. So I picked some of these up. I cheated. I've had them before.
To me, it tastes like I know there's nothing artificial in it to me, but it tastes artificial.
Yeah.
It tastes
Isn't that weird?
It tastes like like a Kraft macaroni and cheese.
You're right. That's what it tastes like.
It tastes exactly like Kraft macaroni and cheese. Maybe
only a little stale. Like the crunch is like it's a little stale.
If you made some macaroni and cheese a day before, left it out all night, and then went back to it and dehydrated a little bit more.
Yeah, and the noodles were crunchy.
Man, I don't know if I like this one. I'm gonna try another one just to.
All right.
Just to you done with this one?
Yeah.
So the cheddar one, okay. Let's do the mozzarella.
We should try definitely more of the moon cheese ones just to stay on the right. We should see that was the test with the bacon to see if the cats would eat it.
No way. I'm not torturing the cat with that one.
No
chance.
You know that the bacon was bad when it fell on the floor and the cats didn't even eat it.
Yeah, the bacon taste test we did. We bought a...
Shout out to Michaela out there.
Yeah, Michaela was in that one.
Yeah.
I remember, it was something like, it was frozen bacon, prepackaged,
it was
pre-cooked.
pre-cooked. It wasn't frozen, but it was like in the refrigerated section of the store.
Low quality.
Pre-cooked bacon. Was on sale.
The cats wouldn't even eat it.
It was so bad. It's kind of like pizza. You think there's no bad pizza, and you think bacon. There can't be bad bacon.
There's bad pizza. You been to Domino's? You guys been to Domino's? I used to work at Pizza Hut. I don't know.
These people haven't been to Domino's.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They low carb their entire lives.
Back when I was a youngin', before I was enlightened. What? All right.
What do you think of the smell of that? That smells like white macaroni and cheese.
I don't know. It's hard to tell what these things smell like. I can't really smell anything.
You can't smell anything?
I don't know. Maybe I don't like to smell things.
Okay.
But more of
this
a visual
one's
kind
almost
of guy.
rectangular. It's like a little pillow.
Well, you know how McDonald's chicken nuggets, they actually have predetermined shapes. I was reading
Oh,
a
right,
lot of
right. There's like four shapes that are
like
stamped out.
five or six shapes because it's all paste, right? So they have literally the exact same shapes for all these ones. So I wonder if it's like that, right? They have these predetermined square shapes that they make them. I don't think so. I don't.
Nah.
They're not as. Yeah. These ones are really airy.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say. And there's almost very little flavor. Like, it's like you got to work for the flavor.
Well, yeah, you gotta.
There's not.
Look at that. Look at this one. It's like,
show.
It's hard, I think it's hard to tell, but it's just really airy.
Yeah, the mozzarella one is like no flavor, chew a lot, and then just a hint of cheesy flavor. Very mild.
I think it's because, different cheeses will react differently to baking them, but I think it's just this cheese is just a little bit airier.
So the thing that they don't say on this is I wonder if they started with a low-fat mozzarella. Probably, right?
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about... it says, skim milk.
Oh, yeah. So they started with a low-fat mozzarella to start with, and it's going to be even lower fat.
It's no wonder this one's so airy. It's just this is low fat.
It's not very delicious to me. Like, I would not pay $5 again for that bag.
It kind of just tastes like you're eating like a little cheese ball.
Yeah.
But it's just a little, This one's a little meh too. All right.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed this one doesn't suck.
So since this one's going to be spicy, should we try this one first and then save spicy for last?
Okay.
So we don't ruin our palate.
Yeah, but what if the other moon one just ends up being poor though? I want to have
a
good flavor. I don't think this is gonna have any lasting.
You're saying we're gonna finish off the moon sequence we got going on.
Yeah, we'll do the moon sequence one. We'll get all the Starbucks ones. Starbucks isn't known for their excellent snacking products, but
well, they're known for their very high carb, sugary drinks.
Oh, you mean delicious?
Delicious?
I'm kidding. I don't like.
You were on a fast food tangent here. All right, so one of the pepper flakes fell off on my finger there.
So there is real pepper jack cheese in this, I think.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Is it low-fat cheese?
Monterey Jack cheese with jalapeno.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of interesting because it looks like the little pepper flakes that you normally see in pepper jack cheese are having a hard time hanging out and they're falling off. Do you see a lot of them like falling off in the bag in there?
They are falling out a little bit, but.
So this one has a lot firmer texture.
Oh yeah.
Like not as airy as
it's
mozzarella.
It's a little spicy too.
Yeah.
You get that spice in there, definitely pepper. I think this one actually tastes good.
You know what I think a big difference is these are not as we've had the Trader Joe's ones a lot. These are not as salty.
It's not?
I don't taste them as being as salty. Oh yeah, there's a lot of kick there.
These do actually have a decent amount of spice in there. I think it has to do with the fat that's taken out of it when you cook it.
Yeah.
So it's just mostly kind of jalapeno pepper. It's a little tearing up a little bit over here. Maybe these are a little spicy. So don't eat these if you don't like spicy foods.
Yeah, that's a good point because a lot of times when like if you get something too spicy in your mouth, they tell you drink a glass of milk.
Milk,
right?
yeah.
So the fat in there actually helps coat and
that's why
it keeps the spice down. So this does taste spicier than pepper jack cheese, and it's because I think you're right. The fat's been melted away by baking them.
Man, I'm so smart, and I just guessed.
You are,
but I mean, it makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
So okay, out of the moon
you
ones,
like those? Yeah.
Out of the moon cheese, this actually tastes pretty good. They're a little spicy, but I like that.
But I also would definitely vote for that one. Of all three of them, it had the best flavor.
The other ones are just kind of subpar. It seemed like. They're
yeah,
just
and the texture of them to me comes across as like almost a little stale. Like just
this one's yellow.
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe it's from the red pepper in there.
Okay, you're gonna keep eating those.
Not one more.
Yeah. So of all those, I would recommend that. But if you don't like spicy, then I would actually recommend maybe the cheddar over the mozzarella.
Yeah, definitely. The mozzarella is just kind of airy.
Or if you like no flavor at all.
But then again,
go for the mozzarella.
We're just talking about out of the moon ones. Let's try the cheaper one.
Yeah.
Let's try the cheap one.
Yeah.
maybe we're a little pampered because we have these Trader Joe's where we live. Now, these ones are a lot different shape. These are a little bit more of a disc.
Yeah, they're a disc. They look like a really tiny little rice cake is what they look like.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Smell very cheesy. Really crunchy.
Mm.
The other one seemed like stale crunch.
Maybe they just weren't cooked enough.
Really, really crunchy.
A little bit fresher, I guess.
Well, I don't know. That makes 4 bags of those moon cheese I've bought so far.
Mm-hmm.
And of all of them, the kitty wants one of these. She didn't want the moon cheese.
I do like these ones. These ones have a nice little flavor to them. They taste, to me, there's a little bit of a burnt flavor, but that's not like a bad burnt. I think it's just like a baked, cooked flavor to me. But they definitely have that really nice crunch to it. So the only downside about this one though is the bag is not resealable. That's where the price difference is.
Well, yeah, that saves you $3. So
yeah, actually,
just put it in your own Ziploc or just eat them all. So if you were to, so the serving on this says 2 servings per bag. If you were to eat the entire bag, you would get 30 grams of protein. So that's an entire meal's worth of protein.
That's a steak
for most of you. Yeah.
A steak of protein in here.
That would only be 24 grams of fat too. So for most people on keto, that's not enough fat for a meal.
Your ratio needs to be a little bit higher than that. It needs to be more fat than protein.
Yeah, your carbs would be less than 2 grams. 1.5 maybe.
Not too bad.
Yeah. So if you were going to eat this entire bag, that would be your entire meal's worth of protein. Then you need to add some other fat to this. What kind of fat would you add to this?
I don't know. Just off the top of my head, mayonnaise. I could see myself taking these things and dipping them in a dip. You could totally make a ranch.
Yeah.
Instead of your Doritos or whatever chips you're usually eating.
Maybe a sour cream, a mayonnaise based. You could do. You could dip them in butter, and I bet that would be delicious.
A little melted butter, herb butter. You like a little. What's it called when you make an herb butter? Is that?
Oh, compound butter.
Compound butter.
Yeah.
That actually. I haven't had compound butter since high school. That would be delicious. I think that'd be. We're getting recipe ideas here now. We're gonna make a little party platter of cheese crackers with butter on top.
All right. Yeah, the kitty ate an entire one of these, so she says she gets her stamp of approval for.
She likes this one. So between all 4 of them, this one's good. They're a little crunchy. I don't know. That's a universal enjoyment. They're just really, really crunchy.
This one is definitely my favorite.
It's also the cheapest, which is
it's the cheapest.
It's the
by far. It's about half price, basically.
The oven baked cheese. This is only at Trader Joe's though, which is a little unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's going to be a bigger bag than what the other one is. Looks like it's heading.
Well, yeah, since they're getting smaller.
Yeah. Will you put this over there? Otherwise, the kitty's going to.
Yeah, it's not resealable.
I'll give her one more, and then she'll.
My girlfriend has gotten this cat addicted to cheese crackers. Also, we baked. My mom had baked a bunch of trays of just cheddar cheese, just a little thin layer baked. It's super easy, and we were munching on them. And
then you cut it with a pizza wheel afterwards, and you make
little pizza-sized cheese. And the cat is addicted to them. She begs and begs and begs.
I didn't know this was happening.
She claws our legs. Please, please, I need cheese.
Yep.
I don't know. Don't tell us if it's bad for the cat. It's too late now.
Well, there's no garlic or onions on them, so...
Chocolate? There's no chocolate? It's
no
fine.
Chocolate, yeah. There's no xylitol. That's poisonous for cats. There's no
nothing.
antifreeze as well, so...
Oh, Leslie actually suggests croutons for a salad. That is
my God! That's exactly what they would be.
That is a fantastic idea.
Leslie, you get a gold star. That's the... She gets a gold ribbon.
I'm gonna like that one. I'm gonna like that one right here. One? Yeah, that's a good comment.
What else did she say?
Does the kitty approve of the moon cheese?
Oh, okay. Not the spicy one, but give her the cheddar one just to compare.
Okay, this would be the true test because I know animals.
You're right, croutons. That's exactly
what. If an animal
what
doesn't want to eat something, it's probably pretty bad. I don't know. Here, we'll try giving the. She is. I think she's getting a little full over there, but we'll see if we can.
Okay, I'll put this down next to it. Let's see how she goes.
If she chooses one or the other, we'll have to record that next time.
Okay, she's licking the nugget.
Oh, she loves it. It's not even.
No, she bit it and she dropped it. No.
Whoa.
No, she won't even.
She's looking at it.
Yeah, she's like, no. Which one was the good one?
That's so funny. That's interesting.
Yep.
Sorry.
Nope, she's going back to the Trader Joe one.
Sorry, Starbucks.
Well, Starbucks doesn't own the moon cheese. They just sell it. So
they just push
sorry,
them.
moon cheese.
They just peddle them.
Trader Joe's, cat approved. Keto friendly and cat approved.
The Keto Kitty.
Yep, she's not even touching the cheddar moon nugget there. So
that's a little unfortunate. I kind of feel I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I expected her just to blindly eat everything. But our cats are actually very picky with what they eat. We have a lot of.
Yeah, she's like, where's more Trader Joe? She's still not even going to touch that.
She actually hates the moon cheese.
Yeah, she's very disappointed. She's mad right now. She's like, how could you give me that, you traitor? You Trader Joe.
You tradered on the Joes.
Yes. Salad, croutons for salads.
You know
Brilliant! I love it.
We eat a lot of taco salad,
Mm-hmm.
shellless taco salad here. You know, just kind of really simple hamburger, lettuce, and cheese. I think we can totally put these cheese crackers
on top,
in those now instead of, and we usually just grate some cheddar cheese on there. So
yeah, Leslie, that's brilliant. I love it.
Literally, my mind is just blown right now. It's like
literally,
dude. I can't even think.
Oh, they got blown. The mind splatter on my face from your literally blown brain.
It blows up inside my head. It's It's not going anywhere.
It's gonna leak out pretty soon.
Nope. It's all my brain cavity is
sealed.
Okay. It just doesn't work right now because it's blown. Exploded. All
right. How are we doing on time?
Fantastic on time. What was that? Should we move on to the next segment in our?
Yeah.
I wish next time I need to make like little paper slides that I can like hold in front of the camera.
Research segment.
Segment.
Yeah, I'll get my video editor to do that for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what was this article about that we were going to talk about?
Okay, so if you'll bring it up,
refresh our memory here.
So, this was an article that came out this month, February 2017. I don't remember the exact date, but it was February 2017. And it was published in a journal that I didn't even know existed, but there's a Journal of Medical Internet Research.
Interesting.
And
does that have to do with like the health benefits of the internet, or what kind of?
I don't know. I've never read their journal before.
It sounds specific, but not very specific.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's about medical research or internet research and the medical impact of internet something. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. I didn't even think about that. And so this group of researchers, they initially had done an in-person trial where they looked at they were working with people with type 2 diabetes and they were overweight, and they wanted to compare the standard MyPlate approach that type 2 diabetes are told to do. So what they basically are given a plate, and they're saying you build your meals off of this. So you have a portion of protein foods, you have a portion of carbohydrate foods, that's roughly a quarter of your plate, and then you fill half the plate with vegetables.
So it sounds like it's kind of like following the whole traditional pyramid.
Well, it's lower. So a traditional pyramid would be half your plate or 3/4 of your plate with starchy whole grains and things like that, and fruits.
So this is just a less carbohydrate.
Yeah. So it's a lesser carbohydrate, but it's still a considerable portion of carbohydrates, and it's low fat. Notice I didn't say put salad dressing on or put butter on your meat or anything like that.
You still got your croutons in your salad.
Yeah. So you could, for your grains and your starches that you could have bread and meat and iceberg lettuce and no fat.
I think it sounded good.
So their original research was comparing an in-person where they taught them this approach versus a very low-carb ketogenic approach. And what they found, though, is that they wanted to see if they could do an online version of the same program so that people that couldn't travel or weren't close to a center that was teaching this approach, if it could be just as effective, or if it was effective at all, basically.
Sure.
And so they compared the MyPlate approach, which is just on the website for American Diabetes Association. Diabetes, yeah. I was listening actually to Gary Taub's new book, The Case Against Sugar, today on Audible. I'm not sponsored by either of those.
We mentioned a lot of companies on here.
Yeah,
we're not sponsored by anybody.
We're not sponsored by anybody. If you were sent any product, we have to disclose that. So we're not sponsored by anybody here, but we're open to it.
No, I don't want to be sponsored by Moon Cheese. Get out of here, guys. You're gonna send me a good product. Well, anyways, this guy's.
Yeah, so they were actually talking about how diabetes, the name originally, it means in Latin or something like flows through, basically, because of the amount of urine that they passed when it was untreated. So, anyways,
back when it was first discovered, why are you peeing a lot?
Yeah,
you got the diabetes.
They had insatiable thirst, and they basically they peed themselves to death. They died of dehydration.
You know, a lot of like 1800s, 1700s, or whatever time this was. A lot of things are just very common sense like that. It's like, well, these are the symptoms you're exhibiting.
Yeah.
Name it that.
Well, and that was even back then. The only treatment they had for it was cut back on carbs and sugar.
I'm surprised they knew that much. But I mean, that's still the same approach now, mostly.
Well, no, it isn't. This is what this research article is talking about. The standard approach for diabetes is to put them on a low-fat, moderately reduced carbohydrate diet.
To me, that makes no sense, because the whole reason people usually get diabetes, unless it's genetic, is just eating too much sugar, having too high insulin, getting that resistance.
Right, but that's not well understood or accepted.
Really?
They see there's a correlation between diabetes and heart disease, and we've been telling people for 40 or 50 years that fat causes heart disease. Therefore, if you have diabetes, you should eat a low-fat diet because you don't want to get heart disease.
That seems so backwards to me, because when I see someone drinking soda daily, day in, day out, even if they're not overweight, I've seen skinny people with diabetes.
So the common way type 2 diabetes is taught is that people get fat, and fat causes diabetes. And so in order to get rid of diabetes, you just have to lose weight. And to lose weight, you eat less fat, and you have portion control.
Well, yeah, if you just
right? So there's the logic. There's why it's taught that way.
Well, I'm glad that people are becoming more informed now. I hope that.
Well, yeah, the thing that's, the whole flawed, well, there's several things that are flawed with that. Is one, that fat does not cause heart disease.
It doesn't affect insulin at all, too.
And, well, they don't even care about insulin.
Really?
They don't even think about diabetes being caused by too much insulin. It's caused from being fat, and then you need more insulin.
I guess. Because your body's so big, you need more insulin, right?
Right. So, yeah, well, your blood sugar isn't controlled, so you need more insulin to control your blood sugar.
You need less fat because that's somehow converted to blood.
Well,
whatever.
fat is too many calories, so that's why you should cut back on fat, because now, I hope you can hear the... Now, for some of you who can't... Yeah, here's
sarcasm.
We grew up in a very sarcastic family. Irony was a language we all spoke, and so perhaps you think I'm just explaining the logic and why things are taught that way, because for people that can understand, like you, it just makes so much sense, you can't understand the other side. And then the other side, they can't understand what you're saying either. Well, they're like, that's just the way that we do this forever.
I mean, for most thoughts and ideas, there's a reason behind it. These people obviously aren't just blindly believing these things.
Yeah.
It's what was accepted before.
Right.
Thinking fat is bad and all these things from the 19s, early 2000s. Even recently, people still, it's a conversion that's happening for everyone, but I'm glad people are understanding now.
Here we are almost 20 years into this 2000s.
No way. It's still not 2001, 2002. I missed the early 2000s music. I'll say that.
When you were 6?
No, I loved it. All the Fergie, the Black Eyed Peas. Who else? Justin Timberlake.
We're really good at tangenting today. We got to get back to this research article.
We're on topic still. We're talking about, who's a big singer? Who's a singer that had diabetes? In the 2000s? Probably no one.
That's not really publicized so much. I don't know.
I guess it's not important.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever, this research article...
Trying to tie it all together.
I'm just really interested in music. I'm kind of
segue. That's not a segue. That's a sideways tangent.
Sidebar. No, it's a tangent.
Side note.
Well, sidebar is if we needed to talk about that.
Oh, right.
I think we're on a side tangent right now.
Yeah, we're on the B side of the record right now. You don't even know what that is, right?
What's a record? Is it like a cassette?
Anyways, so the standard approach to diabetes, and there's this plate model, and the way they teach that is to eat about 45 grams of carbs per meal, and 3 meals a day plus a couple of snacks, and at your snacks you should also have about 15 grams of carbs as well. Now, ketogenic approach, if you're not familiar with it, most people are doing 20 to 30 grams of carbs per day or less.
Much less than
and especially if you have diabetes, pre-diabetes, severe insulin resistance, you're going to be doing less than 20 grams of carbs per day, even much lower than that. And so having 45 grams per meal and 15 per snacks, that's a lot of carbs they're having to have.
You're told to have snacks? Oh, well, I guess with diabetes, if you have blood sugar...
Well, if you're eating low fat, you're going to be hungry all the time. And plus, they're telling you to cut back on how much you eat. So you're going to be starving all the time.
Eat less, but eat more frequently.
Well, you need exercise, too.
Cut your calories.
Yeah.
Why don't we just take a simple approach?
Well, so their in-person trial did really well. And so then they took that to an online trial to see. Will it still work? So this is not in-person thing. This is if people study themselves online, how will that compare? Will it still be effective?
Are people trustable? Can they learn it on their own?
And guess what? Are you surprised what happened?
Well, I'm gonna say sometimes I'm a little bit pessimistic with the human, capabilities and the online studying because online college, all those things. But the results here were
Yeah.
were they?
They lost more weight in the very low carb ketogenic diet intervention.
Mm-hmm.
They more than half of the people got their A1C down below 6.5, which is considered non-diabetic anymore. And the thing is that you're like, wow, 50%, that's amazing. The thing is that means that the other half actually weren't even following it completely. So we do see that people, and they followed this for 32 weeks, so it was a pretty long trial as well.
There's definitely a correlation between, if it does work most of the time, definitely half the time that it doesn't work, people weren't maybe trying or following it so successfully. They were kind of
Yeah, and this is people that don't have like weekly check-ins or anything like that, and so this speaks a lot to the power of this diet. I see it all the time with people I'm working with.
Well, it's fantastic that the diet is, I wouldn't say simple, but it's straightforward enough that you will be able to kind of learn online. You don't have to be checking it at a clinic every day, monitoring these things. You really can learn this
even
and do
with,
it on your own.
Yeah, even with, trying it out. And so it was also considered, they ate, like what they ate was not controlled. They decided what they ate themselves. They did their own shopping. They did their own meal planning. So a lot of really controlled diets are ones where all the food is provided for both groups and they're not even allowed to eat anything beyond that. Yeah, and this is like what a lot of trials do for diet trials. Sure. If they want to compare the effectiveness of both diets. But this really speaks to the fact that like real life living, right? Like people who are just doing it on their own, they don't have controlled food portions and things like that, that even when they're doing it partially, I'm pretty sure that most of the people that were doing it weren't doing it 100%. They still got phenomenal results. And what I see is that when people are following it to a T and then getting that support, from a trained professional expert, it just takes a few weeks for things to come back down to that normal range, not 32 weeks. And so it's really powerful, and it's really cool to see that more and more research is coming out, just showing that not only does it work, but people can follow it. They can stick with it. And that's one of the biggest myths out there is that, it's too hard to follow. It's just too hard to do. And 32 weeks is, 4 months?
That's a really long time. If you can go 4 months on a diet, I don't know the statistic, but I'm pretty sure most people fail on the diet in the first week.
Yeah, most people can't do it 2 weeks. Yeah. So that's...
I know for me, I'm keto for... I've started doing the keto diet.
July will be 2 years for you.
Almost 2 years, a little bit less than 2 years.
Maybe a year and a half, maybe.
Year and a half-ish. I know hers way longer than that. But
I'm getting close. I'm coming up real close on 2 years for me.
And it feels great. It's easy. Maybe not for me. It's easy. I say that. I feel like it's something that I can do for the rest of my life. It's not. It doesn't feel like a chore.
Well, I know one of the things that it puts you in the state of like you don't have this overwhelming appetite all the time. You're not hungry. You're not miserable. You're not cranky and tired and hungry. I said that 3 times.
I'm so happy that I don't have to buy candy bars anymore.
Yeah.
Have to. Never had to. I had to.
Well, and I was listening to something today. So the cool thing is the younger you are, the more metabolic flexibility you have. And so you can do a lazier approach. And you may be even able to eat a lot more carbs than somebody...
More carbs, a little bit.
Somebody as old as me or even older. The older you get, the more decades you have of eating excessive carbs and causing more damage, more insulin resistance, the harder it is and the more aggressive an approach people have to take and the more support that takes. So
she's saying it's hard because when you compare it to my lifestyle, mine is just so freaking easy. So when she says hard, it's not difficult. It's just not as lazy as mine. Yeah.
Well, they have to do more like you don't have to weigh and measure and track anything. You can just eat as much as you want of all the foods that we have in the house. Whereas I work with a lot of ladies that need to weigh and track and measure, and then we need to take some more steps to modify things because they have trouble even getting into ketosis and they have trouble even losing weight in the first place.
Definitely,
so we take some more advanced steps.
A little more tweaking in there. Yeah. So everyone's definitely different. So
yeah, that tends to be the primarily who I work with, and what we're seeing getting really good results is with men or women mostly, and some men. Some really smart men
You're really smart if you do keto.
Exactly. Who, they've struggled either, they're confused and overwhelmed. They're trying to figure this keto thing out. They keep hearing all these great things about it. And they're like, but I'm not sure because every website I go to, like, they tell me different things to do. And I'm in all these Facebook groups and they're all telling me different things to do. Or maybe you kind of started on your own and you saw some results. Or maybe you saw no results. And you're not sure what to try. And then you're in this Facebook group with 10,000 people in there and 100 different people tell you something different to do. And then you're even more confused and overwhelmed. Or maybe you went the route that you started downloading all the meal plans and the recipe books and everything like that. And you started out really gung-ho and excited, but you quickly found that you were spending hours meal planning and shopping and 40 minutes cooking every meal because you're following some recipe, and then you did that for like a week or two, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I can't keep this up. Like, how do I do this?
Sometimes you find out that this information you're being told isn't even right.
Right, exactly.
Because I know a lot of times it's, people, their approach to keto, right? So something works for me might not work for everyone else because, I have this, I'm lucky with my metabolism, my body. If I started teaching everyone what I do, that probably wouldn't work for most of the people.
Right, especially wouldn't work for the ladies that I work with. Mm-hmm. So I work with a lot of ladies that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and they've tried every diet out there. They've lost a lot of weight, and they've gained even more back, and they're really they're totally fed up with ever going on a diet ever again.
Well, I think you were talking about that, though, is the more diets you've been on, kind of the more messed up your body can become with your metabolism.
Yeah, right, because every time you lose weight and you gain it back, it makes it that much harder the next time to lose weight.
Your body doesn't want to lose weight and then gain it back and then lose weight again.
Right. So, I teach people an approach that they can just live this the rest of their life and that they can reverse that insulin resistance, that they can heal their body finally and never have to be at war with their scale and their body again and just finally get calm and peace around food and their body. So that is who I primarily work with. And, you just get all the step-by-step approach, quick start formula that gets you to ketosis as fast as possible, and then the expert guidance along the way with me, and then I have a dedicated mindset coach that's there helping people with all the psychological stuff that goes on, because that's probably about 49 to 51% of the challenge.
We didn't even touch on that. So, recently I've noticed a lot of people that get into her program have a lot of psychological hold-ups, so I think that's probably one of the biggest parts.
Well, let's not make that sound like it's, like they have something.
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong, but I think a lot of getting into the keto diet is really getting over these reservations people have with high-fat diets and things like that. That's when I say psychological, I mean...
And all the history we have of dieting, and, like, I'm not as attractive or as good a person if I'm overweight, and so I need to diet to lose weight. And really... we turn that focus on health. Let's get your body healthy. You've done so much to it. You've worked so hard, and all the things you've tried, you're strong and tenacious, and you haven't given up. And but we've got to turn that focus over to getting healthy and healing your body, which for some people can take time. And so we're there holding your hand the whole way so that you get the support that you need along the way. So so if any of that sounds like you, and you're watching this, and you want to, talk more, like you want to take this a little bit further, and let's see if that is something that's a good fit for you, I invite you to schedule a keto consult with me. So we'll take a full hour on the phone. I'm going to assess all your past diets, your health history, your family history, your current symptoms that you're having. What else? Like, we're going to uncover any obstacles you've had to being successful in the past or currently, and just really outline a plan of what it is that you need to do to get started for the fastest results. And then if you're a good fit, if all those things align with the people that I see really good results with, then we can talk more about, my 9-week program that gets you to ketosis as fast as possible and maximize your results along the way. So
yeah, you're able to change your life for good.
Yeah. So if that's you, KetoCarol.com, you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a little application to fill out, and then it gets you a consult with me. But Keto Carol, Carol is spelled with an E, so Keto, Carol, CAROLE.com.
I'll hold up the sign, it's right here.
Oh, yeah, we'll add that to the list of things we need.
Just need a bunch of signs.
Yeah. Love to talk to you more, so, yeah. Any other questions we've got there?
I don't see any of the questions. Maggie says that they sell them at Costco. I think she's talking about
The moon cheese, maybe?
moon cheese. I think
All
that's
right.
what everyone's talking about the cheese still.
Yeah, the cat doesn't care about the moon cheese.
They don't like the
anymore.
moon cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure. Whatever it is, I love the Trader Joe's one.
Yeah. Yep.
Wrap up today. Trader Joe's is the best.
Yeah.
Keto works. Are we surprised? Not really.
Yeah. No.
If you want to do a keto consult with Keto Carol,
Yeah.
KetoCarol.com.
Yeah.
We'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, so let us know if you like this format. We're kind of flexing with it a little bit. This is the third week in a row that we've done this, and
I like the taste test. I will put my little 2 cents
Yeah.
in there. I love the taste test. I will always eat something.
yeah. So hey, that would be fun. So whenever you're watching this, comment below. What do you want to see us taste?
Yeah, definitely.
Keto friendly.
We've done a couple things. Check out our YouTube, Keto Carol.
Yeah.
Look at that up at YouTube. We have done a couple taste tests. Maybe make sure we haven't done it before, but if you say mayonnaise again, I'll probably do it again.
Yeah. You know, there's always different kinds of mayonnaise.
We could do bacon again. We could do all these things. Chicken wings one more time.
What kind of taste test do you want us? What have you been wondering if it's any good or not? And you know,
we're willing to
comment
try
below.
out.
Yeah.
We'll put our tongues, our taste
Yeah.
buds in the line for you.
And if you have any questions you want as well, like send them to me, Carol@KetoCarol.com. Send me your questions. We'll answer them on here. Also, if you enjoyed this video, the way that you kind of subscribe to it on Facebook is that interact somehow. So give us a thumbs up, or a heart, or ha ha ha, something like that. Or
You can even share it. You could.
Sharing. Facebook really knows you like it when you share it as well. So share it if there's somebody else that you think might enjoy this, and comment below. Add your questions, comments. Thank you so much for being here. Anything else?
Nope. It's always a pleasure, Carol. Thanks.
Yes,
thanks
thank
for
you so
talking
much.
today.
Thank you for being my son. You're the best.
Choo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sign off.
Gotta sign off.
Keto Kendall, sign off.
Stay classy, San Diego.
I think that means something about a whale.
Something about a whale. I don't know.
Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate all your support out there. So hopefully I'll get to talk to you soon. We'll be back here next week as well. And next week, we're going to be broadcasting live from Vancouver, Washington.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Are we going to be in the hotel doing that, or are we going to be...
We're going to have to find someplace, yeah.
Wow, I didn't even think about this.
Yeah.
We're going to be out of town, guys. We're going to be a couple hours
We'll
away
be on the road. Keto Chat on the road next week.
Wild and crazy.
Yeah.
Something like that, guys.
Yeah. So we're going to be live from Vancouver, Washington. We're going to be down at the NTA, the Nutrition Therapy Association Conference that's in Vancouver, Washington. We're going to be live from there next Thursday. Not from the conference, but probably our hotel room or something like that. We'll find some beautiful place at the hotel to do it.
Yeah,
depending on where
in
the Wi-Fi
Washington, where it's a little rainy outside right now. You know, we should do a thing like this in Las Vegas sometime. Maybe we'll go somewhere nice.
I love that.
That's on the goal.
Yeah.
It's on the list.
All right. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week live from Vancouver, Washington. And, send us your questions and, schedule a consult with me if you want to get on the fast track to keto success. So. All right.